I'm Steph.
I am Michael.
Today we're going to check out Hallertau.
Hallertau.
Oh. New big box Uwe Rosenberg game.
So good.
Somebody's making that kitty angry.
No love.
No
Kitty
love. Give the kitty love.
Good small friend.
Good small friend. I'm excited because, well, it's Uwe Rosenberg and it's a big box game. The word on the street is that he's done making big box games, though, so I hope that's a lie. I hope what I heard is a lie.
Rumor. Unsubstantiated rumor.
I heard it, though. I don't forget things like that.
Uwe, you need to call us and...
More Fields of Arl. Just give me another Fields of Arl game with slightly different mechanics.
Yeah, so we are going to grow our farms and make them bigger and better and sell some stuff and get a bunch of victory points.
That's what this game is.
That's what this game is, and there's actually a lot going on. Actually, it's not
bad.
just a farm. We are growing our community center. It's a community center.
Bigger and bigger.
Bigger and bigger.
It's really not hard.
We're gonna play some cards, and the game is not the same every time because this game comes with 4 different decks of gateway cards and 4 different sets of I think they're farmyard cards.
I think they're farms.
Yeah. And so we've never seen the cards that are about to come up in those 2 decks. The other decks are the same every game, but I think those are the decks that really change things up because that's what you're going to be getting the most of. So
that's good.
We've also never played this 2-player. We played it 4 players when we went over to John's, and so John and Lainey played it with us, and it was fairly fantastic.
Awesome.
I must say. So we are going to be growing crops and breeding sheep and placing our workers on all the different spaces. And
I don't think the sheep actually breed in this game, so they don't breed sheep. I guess there is a space for it.
I mean, there is a space where
but you're not going to get to breed your sheep every round on the automatics. They do produce milk, though.
Yes, they produce milk. Yes,
so there is that.
So let's take a look at this fantastic setup. So all of our worker placement things are up here along with the 4 different decks right there. So the top left is the gateway cards, and with the farm cards are up there in the upper right, and the lower left are bonus cards that will give you a certain bonus each round. And then we have point cards, which are going to give you end game points mostly. So every round we are going to remove the top row of workers from action spaces. On a 4-player game, we're going to remove them from everything on the action board. In a by the way, it plays 1 to 4 players, and from Lookout Games. That's most of these large box Uwe games are. So when you are playing 1 to 3 players, and that's what made me think of, it plays 1 player. I need to tell people that there's a solo mode. When you're playing 1 to 3 players, you're going to be drawing one of these quadrant cards. And the quadrant cards will tell you where you are going to remove workers from at the start of each round. So that part is already done for us here. We have removed everything from quadrants 1 and 3, basically. Or rather, we didn't even put them out. So, why are you
just wondering if I did it wrong. But I think we did it right.
That's what I told you. Don't put them on 1 and 3.
Okay.
Which is correct. That's the ones you removed them from, 1 and 3.
Remove them from 1 and 3.
Which, hey, that's happened.
But that's not correct.
What?
Is it? Okay, yeah, it is correct. So, I get confused. I get backwards.
Just look at where it says 1 and 3.
Yeah. 1 and 3.
1, it's like highlighted.
You remove.
And 3,
and you remove.
Yes.
All right.
You're fine.
I'll figure it out.
Next, you are going to remove the current farmyard card off of your stable board. So these must remain face down over here on the side, and we're going to put your workers on it. How many workers do you get? It's shown here in your community center. 8. We're going to get 6 workers. The way to get more workers is to move that community center to the right. And I'm going to explain how to do that in a minute. So, in solo modes, Rick Rucka says it is tough if quadrant 1 gets cleared in round 1. Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Well, usually you want a sheep, at least one sheep if you can manage it, and here are the only places, but you're not really going to have a lot of milk, but yeah, I can see that.
Dr. Stein says, I like the mechanics, but the community center sliding is kind of weird. Are Germans bad at building foundations?
That's funny.
Well played. Then we're going to place our workers on it. So we have 6 workers on our farmyard cards. Then we will activate any... the round overview card is like really... there's one for each player.
Brilliant.
It's thick cardboard. It gives you everything that you need. And if you'd rather see it graphically, boom, there it is. So in phase 3, we're going to activate all of our bonus cards in play. None of us have bonus cards yet. They're going to come from these things. We'll get those in a minute. Then, clockwise, we are going to place workers on action spaces or exchange them for tools. For every worker you exchange, you get 1 tool. These tools do not get consumed until the very final round. Every round you want to use these tools, you will use these to move the boulders in the community. We'll talk about that in a minute. So, if I want, on one turn, I can use one of my workers to get a tool, and then my next turn, use the worker to get another tool. Or, if I wanted to, I could use 2 workers on a turn to get 2 tools, but sometimes you might want to delay your turn for some reason to see what your opponent does. So, build in the mountain, settle in the valley. If we want, we can put these on these action spaces. If I place here in the weekly market, for example, I'm going to put 1 cube down here in the bottom, and I'm going to get 1 sheep and 1 meat. If I place it up here, I'm going to get 2 crops, a sheep, or some wool. A milk or some wool. And a sheep will gain +1 round, making the sheep live longer. I'll talk about that here in a second. So, if I want to place here on the town hall, notice there's already a worker there. I'm going to have to put 2 cubes down to move a craft building 1 space to the left, and then I'm going to get 2 diamonds. Anytime you see this little down arrow, that means that some sort of payment has to be made. Like you have to remove a field in order to get this. If you don't do the top, you're not getting the bottom.
It happens a lot on these cards that we have here.
And if I remember correctly, can you take a space in order to draft it basically away from somebody? I believe that is the rule.
I believe so, yeah.
I can double check that, but I believe that is the rule. Oh, Derek said tool equals important. Hey, where's Dan?
That's right.
There are also spaces to draw cards. And whenever you place on any of these 4 card spots, you get to take the first player chicken. Hey, yes, there is a first player chicken that Steph has the first player chicken at the moment. The punch boards there are 4 different punch boards that have 4 of these first player chickens total on it. They say throw 3 of them away. I didn't have the heart to kill the chickens. No. Steph gets the first player chicken.
I really want to know who actually would
throw away a first player chicken.
There are 3 extras. Who would throw away 3 extras?
I don't know.
Nobody. No gamer that I know would throw them away.
You don't like clutter, so.
It's true. I'd probably just put them on the shelf, though.
Probably chicken on the shelf. Barbecued or fried chicken? That's a fantastic question. So, after everyone is done placing workers, we are going to take the farmyard card that is next to the stable board into our hands. Then we're going to move each empty field 1 row up. So, hey, if you're going to plant, like you see this here with the bag pointing to an empty field, you can take one of your crops and put it in the field. Now, if this little rye piece is on number 4, that means I've really got 4 of these pieces of rye. And I could move one space down and put a rye out if I did a plant action. And I could take one of these flax. I only have one, so I'll put it out like that. And then this barley I could put right like that. Now notice, whenever I harvest these, I'm going to be harvesting these over to whatever space it's on. That's how many of those things I'm going to get. Why are these in different rows? Well, that's how fertile the ground is. As you plant on the fields, those fields will go down the column. And as you leave the fields alone, they will go up. So step 6 is move each of your empty fields 1 row up because you did not plant on them. You can also move exactly 1 empty field up a second time. So hey, these are ready to produce 5 crops apiece. Those are really good.
Yeah.
But let's say that this was planted from last round. So you'd move this over and move this field down. I would highly recommend, if you've got, let's say it was like this, right? Phase 6, you're going to move each empty field up 1. You're going to move exactly 1 up another row. And step 7 is harvest your planted fields. As you do this, move them down. Otherwise, you will forget which one you pulled it from. It happens. There's a lot going on. Step 8, you're going to get 1 milk for every one of these sheep on your sheep board, including sheep you have moved to safety. You notice at the bottom, I've got a little fenced in area down here. You're going to get a victory point for every sheep that survives. But you're going to get 1 milk no matter where that sheep is on these cards or in your fenced in area. And you just take the little milk token and put it, if I had 4 sheep, I'm going to put it on the 4 spot. You can make change here as you need. Step 9, simultaneously pay goods or jewelry to move craft buildings. Exhausting tools to move boulders. So, this is where the heart of this part of the game happens. So, we've each got 5 different things. I think these are village buildings. Carpentry, the brew house, the cooling house, the bakehouse, and the manufacturer. So, what you're going to do with these is you are going to pay a number of goods based on what it says on your farming board right now. This says in round 1, it costs 1 good. Let me try to pull that up here. In round 1, it's and it's green, so
That's funny.
in round 1, it's going to cost you 1 good. Yeah, it's going to go out of focus, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, just keep talking.
And close it off there.
Oh, it did.
Poof.
Yeah.
So, in round 1, it's going to cost you 1 good. So, because you have to do more clay than you do rye, every time that you do that, you're going to move that over 1 space. Now, notice there is a boulder. There's a boulder on each of those second spaces. And there's also going to be a boulder that's like 2 away. Sort of like that. But on your sheet down here that I don't have up on the overhead. More barley than hops. So you're going to need 1 barley to move this over here. 1 meat or 1 milk to move it over. 1 of any of these 3 things to move this over. 1 of any of these things to move the manufacturer over. Now, let's say I wanted to do this yet again. Clearly, I still have to do a clay and not do any of the rye, because you need to do more clay than rye when you spend. But I'm going to have to use a tool to push this 1 space. That tool isn't discarded. It is used for that turn. So in order to do also this one, I will have to use another tool, a different tool. I'd have to have 2 tools. And then I would pay the clay and the barley. Now let's say I wanted to move this one again, because I have yet another clay I could spend. I would have to have 2 more tools to push both of these one step and move this along. So, why do you want to push buildings along like this? Well, the farther you can move all 5 buildings, if you can move them all one step, you are going to open up another worker on your community center. So notice here in my community center window, it says 6. But if I can move this over one space, it now says 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. As you keep moving up, you're going to get another worker. Eventually, you are going to start covering up these victory point spaces, which you don't get until you move these buildings beyond the victory points. But after you start covering up victory points over here, you're going to start seeing them appear over in the community center window. But you're covering up here, but you're still getting them back here.
The most workers you can get is 12.
The most workers you can get is 12.
But you can start getting victory points at the end of the game the further you can push it.
Correct. 18, 34, 50, 70 as you keep going.
Up to 12, yeah. You can get 11 workers.
Does it go to 11? No, this one goes up to 12. So, let me put all these little dudes back. It doesn't really matter what order you put these in, because you have to move them all one in order to get the extra workers. Now, is it better to max something out rather than to push this along? I think a good balance is needed. I think moving all of them along early is good, and then at the end, pushing it as far as it'll go. Because once you push a boulder off the edge, then it's gone. And once you get this building beyond the victory points, you will start qualifying for these victory points over here. And this is as far as you can push it. As you see, that's as far as you can.
There's no need to push it further.
There's no need to push it further because there's no more victory points after that.
No.
So, let me put all these dudes back. In phase 10, which is the final phase, you're going to rearrange the boulders so they're 2 and 4 spaces away from their craft building. So if you've managed to move carpentry all the way to here somehow, this will reset out 2 spaces and 4 spaces away. So the fact that they're covering up victory points does not matter. The victory points don't matter till you move all the way off the other edge. So that means next turn, hey, boop, that's going to be free other than the cost of goods. Now, the reason why you want to do this as early as possible is because on round 2, it's going to cost 2 goods, which means doing carpentry, you're paying 2 clay. You can't pay 1 clay and 1 rye. Why? Because you need more clay than rye. So you have to pay 2 clay. With the brew house, 2 barley. With the cooling house, you could do 2 meat, you could do 2 milk, you could do a meat and a milk. That would be fine. Same thing for the bakehouse, same thing for the manufacturers. You notice the bakehouse has, for the flax, it says max 1. You can do a maximum of 1 flax and 1 of something else. Hey, what happens on round 3? You're going to need 3 goods or 2 goods using 2 types, which means you could do 2 clay and 1 rye, for example, or 3 clay. You really don't get a good benefit on that one, but hey, what about something like the cooling house? You would need 3 meat or 3 milk or 1 of each. A meat and a milk is the name of my indie rock band. Meat milk. Milk meat. Round 4 goes up even more. 4 goods or 3 using 2 types. Round 5, 5 goods or 4 using 2 types or 3 using 3 types. Last but not least, 6 at the very end. It gets really hard to push those craft buildings along. So the earlier you do it, the better.
We didn't really talk about rings, but... Yeah,
rings? So there are certain things that will give you jewelry. You start off with 0. As you get jewelry, you can push this jewelry along this track. I don't know why they didn't just include counters for it, but whatever. Jewelry is really special in that you can pay one jewelry to take care of any one requirement, no matter what it costs, no matter how many of what it costs. You just put one thing up a spot.
Obviously better in the end of the game when things are 6 versus the first round where things are just 1.
Correct. And you're still going to need tools to get these boulders out of the way.
Yeah.
And they are, like I say, they are not fully, totally consumed all the way until round 6. At which point, if you use a tool, it is gone for good. If you keep a tool around and didn't need to use it on a boulder, you do get victory points for them at the end. It's not a lot of victory points, but it is. It's a little something. For your fields and your goods and your tools, you get 1 point for every 5 anything you have left.
What I didn't realize is that if your field is out of 4, it's value 4.
Yeah, this is worth 4 fields.
Yeah,
this is worth
way
5.
better than I thought.
This is worth a full point. This is worth 2/5 of a point.
Yeah, but it's still better than
I think you
1.
guys played that wrong.
I
That's what you're
played it wrong.
saying to Derek and Shrey.
I know. I was like, hey, guys, you did that wrong.
Yeah. The one thing I haven't talked about yet is sheep. When you get a sheep, you are going, if you get it in round 1, you see this little arrow here. When you get a sheep in round 1, he is going to go onto the round 4 card. If you have not cleared this sheep before you move this farmyard card off the stable board and put workers on it, if this is here, this sheep goes bye-bye. Like that sheep right there. Hey, thanks for following, Jess. So this sheep is going to go down here if you get it in round 1. If you get it in round 2, he's going down here. Round 3, here. Round 4, he automatically goes to your safe area down below your board. You can probably see Steph's a lot easier.
You can see the arrows a little bit going down. So if you collect a sheep, whatever round you're in, it'll just go right below it.
Yeah. And if you ever have to pay a sheep, for example, the butchery. Oh, hey, I guess wonder what happens at the butchery. If you lose a sheep and you get 4 meat and 2 hides, yeah, pretty much guess what's going to happen to the poor sheepy there. And you can take that sheep from anywhere. Probably want to take it from your cards and not your safe area, if at all possible.
Well, yeah, but that's what this little action is up here.
Yes. Where if you see one sheep gains around, hey, he gets to
live another day.
Live another day. And then live another day. And then when you can get him one more round into the safe area, I call him a god sheep.
He's old and gray, but turns gold.
He becomes an immortal sheep, a vampire sheep, or whatever.
That's right.
And yeah, they're worth 1 victory point apiece. So hey, get those sheep. Let me reset my board here.
It's a mess.
Is there anything else? Oh, there's one other thing that I have not talked about. There are some cards with a line across like this. That has a little notebook up top and a line, not an arrow. Let me try to find 2 different cards. Here's 2 different cards. One has an arrow, one has a line. If it has a notepad and a line, that means you have to have it. You do not have to spend it. And then you are going to get this bonus and whatever cards are off in the corner. That's true of all cards. You're going to get this bottom part and whatever's in the corner.
You also want to find one from that deck that has the residual.
The bonus. We'll get that in a minute. So if for this one, if you see a cost with a little arrow on it, that means it's a cost. It'll usually be not on a notepad. It will be on a path. You will have to spend these 4 jewels. And what do you get? 12 victory points. I should probably, since that was my card, I should probably ditch it since you now know what it is. In fact, just let me ditch all of my cards and you can shuffle those up. I will find one of the bonus ones. The bonus ones, if I have a meat and spend it, then every phase 3, which is that bonus phase, I'm going to get 1 ball of wool. And hey, 3 victory points seems pretty darn good.
Doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck.
Yeah.
So all of those bonuses are usually worth 2 to 3 victory points.
Go up there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just did it.
You just did it. Okay, thank you.
Shuffled.
You did. They're usually worth 2 to 3 victory points. The end game ones are usually worth what, 10 to 15 ish? Did you deal me one?
Usually 12.
You did deal me one.
Usually 3 to 12.
3 to 12. All right. Immortal until you take it to the butcher.
That's right.
That's so correct.
So cards you can play at any time if you
At any time.
meet the requirement.
Matter of fact, you can get something that gives you a card that you can then spend to get something else that will get you a card.
Yeah.
And we can keep going like that.
Did you talk about phase 8? I don't remember.
Phase 8 is when you get the milk for the sheep you have, no matter where they are.
Yeah.
Most.
I don't know if you mentioned it.
Give me a show of hands if you heard that.
I did not, but that's fine. I'm not paying attention. I think that's about it. It's fairly straightforward and easy once you get going. There's a lot, but it's not bad. I don't think you mentioned how to get tools, but you just spend workers as an action.
I did. I mentioned that you can spend one worker and then another worker and then another worker. Or you could just spend 6 workers if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend doing either of those. Usually you just want to spend whatever you think you're going to need to do whatever you think you're going to want. You want to do the weekly market?
I got a sheep.
Why do you always get the sheep?
Well, he's cute.
Oh, I haven't even looked at my cards. I do need to look at my cards.
He's cute and fluffy. All the workers. That's Derek's motto. He gets like all the workers.
I don't think you shuffled these.
I mean, I did, but whatever.
Whatever. It wasn't you.
What do you mean?
No, the reason I say that is because I have the same exact card. You sure you put this card in there?
I literally shuffled them.
If I get the same card, I'm fine with it. I'm not convinced that happened.
That's a good card, by the way.
It is. It's worth 12 points, but I'm just not sure that
I did not know you had it, so you just revealed that you had it.
Well, that's because I didn't know.
I shuffled.
Would you like to cut and give me that card again?
No. I'll let you give it to yourself.
Cut. Oh, that's a good cut. Hey, I got it again. No, I didn't. Ooh. Oh, wow. I like this.
I like this.
I like this. That's just okay. What?
Getting too many sheep early can be a huge problem, though.
It's tough to age them, yes. Unless you just want the milk,
Unless
like,
you
really
want
quickly.
the milk, it can be tough to age them, but...
Wow, I just don't like any of my cards here.
Generally better than not getting sheep. You don't like any of them?
No, I don't.
You can go get more.
Yeah, I might have to, because blah. It's just not great. Alright, now it's time to move this out of the way. So we got, you can get rid of milk to get sheep. You can get a ball of wool for every sheep, and a sheep will age or get younger, I guess. You can plant fields or get a field at level 5, which is really good. Why did you take the sheep, Steph?
Because sheep are important.
I guess.
Ish.
Blah. All the games.
All the sheep.
All the sheeps. Psst, psst. I think I'm going to need bonus cards before I can do anything of any value. I will have to get 2 crops.
Oh.
Yeah, it's It's not good.
I wanted that.
Yep, I'm gonna get 2 crops. So one of these. And what else do I want? And the sheep was cheap. That's what they said.
Oh, I want to.
I haven't done any of the rest of my thing. I've done half of my crops and none of the milk and wool, and I haven't gained around that I can't do. But I'm like in the. You can go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
That's fine.
If I see what you're gonna do, I'm just saying it could influence my action. So it is possible that it changes things. I guess I'll get one of these here. And then I am going to get either a milk or a wool. I think, sadly, it's going to have to be a milk. All right, now it's you.
We'll do a level 5 field.
Level 5 field. And or plant. I am going to get...
It's not and or, it's just or.
Or. And or. These are bad. For clay. 'Tis you.
What do I want to do? Seems like crazy, but I'm going to do that. It says move up to 2 empty fields into row 5.
Good job.
And then I can plant one thing, which will be barley at the tip top.
Boop. Plant 3 fields.
No.
Too late.
That.
Well, you should have taken it.
I should have taken it.
I'm going to plant milk.
I didn't need it.
Can I plant milk? All right. I have a card. If I have 1 field planted with hops, I get a milk or a clay, and I get to plant. Well, I don't want to plant one.
Yeah, you need an empty field.
I need an empty field for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Why?
Just look at, I'm not going to get it.
Well, you can get an empty field first.
You know what? Instead, I'll get a ball of wool for that milk instead before.
Yeah.
Because I do have that card that gives milk.
I don't want to do this with 2 workers, but I'm gonna do it anyway. This one is gain a ball of wool. Right? Yeah. And I get to plant 2 things, so it's gonna be that and that.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a card that says exactly 1 empty field. I get to plant 1 meat as though it were a crop.
Holy mackerel.
So that's not bad.
Yeah, what else did you get? Nothing else for it.
No, that seems good enough.
That was good enough. I've got a question on this card, 208.
There's a handy index or almanac or whatever you call it.
It's so good.
About every card.
Yes, it's equal to or greater than. Something says on one of my cards to have done exactly so many, but it's not exactly that many. It is that many or more. So.
Okay.
It's good to know.
That is a huge card. Now I want to learn how to plant meat.
Plant meat.
All you gotta do is murder in the field and dig up. feel like we saw it in Ozarks at some point.
Oh my goodness. Boy, none of this is good. And I didn't get any friggin' sheep. I will take 2 tools.
Yeah, I really wanted to spend 3 workers to get 3 tools, but I did not. So I am going to pass because I have no more workers.
Yes, I'm just going to put these tools up here so you guys can see them.
Yeah.
I also have no more workers.
All right, cool. Moving into phase 5, we get this farm card into our hands.
Farm card.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, well, I'm going to do that right now.
Now, what does it say?
Remove the seed from one field and get 2 tools and a bonus card. Whoo, 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 it's so good.
That is really good.
I mean, I almost...
It's so green.
You can hardly even see it. I put it over on top of you there. I almost did not plant.
That's really good.
So I'm going to...
It goes away.
I have to remove it completely.
Yeah.
Well, that bites a little bit.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah.
I couldn't not do that. Because it's down as low as it can get right now.
Yeah. That's a good thing to do. And you get the cards. And you get tools.
The more important thing is I get this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, that's really good. All right, so one of my things goes up 2.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
that's
good
the other
timing,
reason I did it.
All right, this comes here. This comes here.
I guess it's time for that.
This comes here. Well, yeah, it is.
Ish. Yeah, worse on her and the field gets better. So, all right, this goes over and these go down.
I get a milk for my sheep. So the biggest problem is I didn't get brick. So now it puts me really behind. And I didn't get tools, so it puts me even further behind. I am
definitely going to do that. I am definitely going to do that.
Problems.
I don't have any milk.
Got problems. Now, what am I going to move over? This costs 1 barley to move over, so obviously...
I'm going to get hung up on this.
I have 1 ball of yarn. Oh, no, I don't have to spend the yarn. I could spend the blue thing, flax.
I messed up when I switched over. When I switched this from milk to wool, I lost my wool.
Well, you can take it back. I don't care.
Okay, move that back. But I'm going to kill it anyway for that.
Yeah.
Well, I looked at the milk that I wasn't going to do, and I was like, oh, I've already got the milk, but I didn't have the milk because I don't have another field. Bakehouse, I am going to take this. And the manufacturer, I am going to have to do... Going to have to take the... how did I take 2 flaxes? I screwed something up. 4 and 4. That came across as 3. This was at 2. The milk was at 1.
You had it right.
And this was gone.
Yes.
So, this I moved down. That I moved down.
Yep.
I messed something up. That I go over. Because I don't want to spend both the flax when I've got both of these available.
Right.
That I'm moving for that. That I'm moving for that. Now I can do tools.
Yep.
1 tool moves this over, and so I'm spending 1 more. You want to do as many as you can right now, if you can.
Yeah, I screwed up. Big
How
time.
so? Because you didn't.
I didn't have tools, and I didn't have bricks.
You didn't have bricks. Well, remember, I had said that you want to at least try to get one clay first round. Because you want to move at least one
I know.
space.
I prioritize...
Oh, our stuff's in different order. But that's fine.
Prioritize planting meat.
Planting meat.
Scott says mistakes were made. They were indeed.
Well, when you plant meat, you get what you get.
Get what you get.
You plant your meat, you take your chances.
That's right. The wolves come.
I don't have enough to do the cooling house. I can do 2 of them 1. Or 1 of them 2.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun this weekend. It was great.
You know what? It's so hard to move these.
Yeah.
I mean, they push farther when you do them one at a time. It is going to get rid of that.
Yeah.
All right, this community center moves over. I almost got a second move. I was close. Not enough, but I was close.
Welcome. You still have 4 tools. You're way ahead of it.
Well,
that farm card was awesome.
I didn't know I was going to get the 3rd and 4th tool. I mean, that was like major surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I put them over to the side so I can remember to reset them. I just didn't know I was going to... If I'd known I was going to get a 3rd and 4th tool, I might not have taken them all.
No. I mean, sure.
However, right. I mean, that did work out.
Reset the mess.
Yeah, we reset the boulders.
And, your house moved over. And then we go back to this. We do this. Boop. And then we remove from 2 and 3. Right. We remove from 2 and 3.
Remove the top row of workers from... I can't see it now.
2 and 3.
2 and 3, yes.
I've said it like 20 times.
I heard you say it, but then I saw something else on the card.
Do 3,
you didn't do it, so if you could, thank you.
Give Steph some tools.
I did say hi, Mom. Didn't I say hi, Mom? Hi, Mom. Give Steph some tools.
Thank you.
No. What is she giving me? I said, give me sheep. You're like, all right. Farmyard card off. I get 7. You get 6.
Yep.
These workers just go so fast.
Especially when
So the quadrant system is really good for scaling player count.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. The one thing that's going to be a quirk when we get near the end game is moving this community center 1, and it covers these up, but you're covering up 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 points to get 16 points on the thing. I just wondering if I'm doing something wrong with that. It doesn't seem like it gives any benefit to keep pushing it past the first set of bonus points that you get. Wait. Oh, yeah, because you're still first player. And you want more sheep.
I like the sheep.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Then I will take 3 crops.
Yeah, I wanted that.
Or I could take 3 clay. Do I want 3 crops or 3 clay? I can't believe you took the sheep again.
What do you expect?
I expect you taking all the sheep, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's ridiculous.
It's great.
As much sheep as you do.
Sheep hoarder. It's kind of like sheep herder, but hoarder.
Sheep hoarder.
Yeah, it's good. All right, is it me?
Ruckus, what do you... I need to do... I'll now repeat it again. And it's slowing us down. I'm going to get 3 clay or 3 crops. And then Ruckus says I would use the last 2 tools with the clay. Thought about it, but this moves both of those out another batch. So it is, and it actually does make me need to get those crops because I have to get the freaking flax and hops again because I don't have any more. That's the one big problem with what I had done. Sadly, that's 2, and the third one, I guess, will be another flax. All right, 'tis you.
Yep.
Gosh, I cannot believe that.
There.
Which is, I don't know where there is. You're going to have to tell me what the words are.
It's on the space I'm taking. 2 crops.
A milk or a ball.
2 crops. I don't know which will be which. I'll just push those up. 2 crops. And milk.
Milk.
And I get to save a sheep one more day.
One more day.
I have some cards I want to play. Let's see.
Yeah.
I have 2 sheep, which is going to get me 1 hops.
And a farm card.
And a farm card. And then I have... Oh, so bad. This, I spend 2 milk to plant 3 things. 1, 2. Definitely planting these 2 things. And probably 1 more barley. Like this. Okay.
A field at level 2. And a brick.
What am I doing?
Can't answer that.
What am I doing? I still have no brick. I'm not gonna... I don't need workers, right?
I don't know.
Wow. These cards are really hard to manage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have what I need to have at all.
Don't want to do that. You know, I'm going to spend 3 workers to get 3 tools.
If you get to 50 and finish 4 buildings, you get 62 points instead of 70. The question is if you can do better stuff with the resources you have. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm getting 3 tools, and I'm going to play this card. 3 tools and 2 planted fields.
3. If you have 3 tools and 2 planted fields, you get to harvest up to 2 fields. All right,
so
do it.
Then I'll just barley for days. I assume these have to go down.
It does not say to do that. What is the card?
Number 221.
Move each harvested field 1 row down as usual.
Okay.
Did you get your bonus card?
Nope. I get that one way over there. Please be working with me. Yeah, I'm going to play it. Killer hops. Now I have a residual.
She has a bonus barley every round.
It's not bad.
It's really good. What did you do? You did something?
Yep.
Give me the magic chicken.
No! That's my chicken.
Not anymore.
Okay, then I'm going to do plant 3. And it's going to be barley. Just have all the barley, why not? Actually, barley. All the barley. Hey, I have this card that says 4 fields containing barley and or rye. I get 2 hides.
Holy mackerel.
And I get...
You're getting everything.
A card over there.
I don't... That doesn't help.
That card.
All right, so we have gateway cards, farming cards, bonus cards, and point cards.
Bonus cards.
Thank you.
It's always a bonus card, I think.
No, it's not.
Oh my god, this is
confirmed. It does not. Steph still has no clay.
I'm doing these cards that are coming to me, so...
Yeah, they're really good cards.
Yeah, I have no clay, but I guess we'll just see what happens.
My cards are sadly unplayable for lots of reasons. All right, so you went?
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking a sheep and a meat.
And I'm done, so...
I can't plant my meat. Sadly. Three, 6, 8. I hate planting these crappy fields.
You want them to move up.
But I want to be able to move stuff over. Mm-hmm. But I hate planting these crappy fields. I do want them to move up, for sure. Especially with what I have here. I can get a ball of milk or a ball of wool and plant 2 fields. I think I'm going to have to... I'm not going to move a bunch of stuff, sadly.
Hello, Barry.
How about 3?
We are playing Hallertau.
I've got to figure this out here. 1...
Oh, aren't they cute? The little maple icons. They're so fun. This game is really cool.
It's really excellent.
I really like this one.
2.
I like the way that the board kind of clears itself every round. Like, if something's really popular, it's going to take a few rounds for it to be depopular. If people don't take the action. It's really challenging.
Switch those.
I like it.
Yeah, because I have to give that up.
Give it up.
Woo-hoo.
Give it up.
Barley.
Barley. Yeah.
The 3 or the 2? I think I'm going to need more barley with what's out here.
The quarter card's a really interesting way to simulate additional players.
Yeah, it does. It's really good for that,
Yeah.
I think. All right. This is what I did.
Yeah.
And now we get this.
Now we do this. What's this?
Blah.
It's not terrible, I suppose.
I suppose.
All right, if you have an empty field, it can go up.
I have an empty field.
Yeah. And then we harvest this,
and down.
this,
and
down, and this.
Hey, I have a card. 3 rye that I just harvested, and I have to pay it. Lets me plant on a field during bonus.
That's really good. So that's an ongoing effect.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah, I hope so.
And you get milk for sheep ears. I get 2.
I do get a milk.
And then we pay for this stuff. It is 2 goods.
2. That's too good.
It's too good. It's a
2 for that.
tool to push it out. Don't.
Milk for that. Oh, boop, boop.
Tool for that.
Oh, that was a milk. I need a milk and a meat. Huh? Because there's 2 goods.
Then what? Could just do that. My boards are kind of all over the place. It's a want to buzz out board.
Or something.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not going to get all of it for sure. If I don't push it, it's not going to reset the boulders like I want it. That's the really hard part of balancing what do you want to do with everything.
Indeed.
So, I think I'm just going to have to keep it like this for now. Man, I don't like my cards at all.
Boulders reset.
This is much harder than the game I played. I mean, I didn't need my tools at all. I didn't, because I'm just not doing a lot like I did last time. All right. So.
Remove this card.
Remove this. I'm just going to set it right there.
I get 6, count them, 6
You're
workers.
still at 6?
Yeah, I didn't get any bricks. As Scott pointed out.
Wow. Maybe you should get some bricks.
Yeah.
Quadrant card. That should have happened at first already.
Oh. 2 and 4.
1.
2.
Yeah. Were they all singles?
Yeah.
All right. And 4.
Thank God, 4. Jeez. Open it up.
Oh, yeah. Sheep.
Sheep.
That you never let me have.
First.
Oh, yes, I am first.
You get your residuals. I get a barley.
I get to plant.
Solo version works basically how we're playing, except you'll be removing
just
one
They
quadrant.
can't see it.
Oh, just one quadrant each time. It'll be a lot harder, I think. Even with 2, it's hard.
Yep.
I love the way Feast for Odin works. Yeah, me too.
How about...
You don't want to go there, do you?
Yes, already did it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Should I get bricks this time?
Maybe.
Okay. I think the best thing I gotta do is this, because...
Move up 2 fields.
And plant something. What do I want to plant? I guess this. I can't plant my meat anymore.
Plant meat.
Sure.
Meat plant.
There's so much to do. So few workers. Should have got bricks. I should probably just kill my sheep.
Kill your sheep.
The butchery.
Butchery. So I will have to hope I don't run out of workers. So I gotta hope that's what happens.
Me too. Preach.
Preach.
What am I trying to do? Oh, yeah.
I can't answer that.
It's not happening. This card's just not even worth trying for.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You don't want that.
Took it.
Fine. I'll do this. It gets me a field at level 2. And
2.
1 brick.
1 brick. Really don't ever need that, which is really sad.
Oh. Sheep.
Another sheep. And this. Whoops. Raise that up.
Well, I do need more brick, so I will go into the clay delivery.
3 brick.
Yeah.
Two crops. I could actually. I think. No. I will do that. Put this back. I get 3 balls of wool.
Yeah, I should have done that.
And a sheep gains around. And I have 3 sheep on the same card, which gets me a jewel.
Wow.
And that's
Probably
a free
not.
jewel.
Yeah. Okay. So it's me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop this card and take your chicken.
Get your hands off my chicken.
This card is terrible right now.
Can't help you with that. I am going to move a craft building 1 space to the left and get 2 jewels. Oh, hey. For 3 sheep and 3 jewels, I get... This can combine. I get 1 flax and 1 hides and 1 milk and 1 ball of wool. And that's it for that. Do I have anything else?
Well,
I do actually. What is an animal product? This?
Not bricks.
Is it? It's meat or hides or wool or milk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That.
Seems good.
Is it me? You said you had one more thing to do, but I think it's me.
No, I did. I was thinking about doing something else, but I did not do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go there and get a wool.
And plant 2 fields.
Yeah, that. Barley, for sure.
For sure.
I'll just do more barley, whatever.
Whatever.
I could probably just put it in a little one.
I don't want to do this, but look, I can't think of anything else I should be doing.
I think Michael will tell you that the first game we played, you get different cards. We use different decks. This is a different feeling.
Far different.
So I think that's actually a good thing. But
yes.
I know if you're having a difficult time, you might not think so. So
I am having a difficult time, but it's still good. Well, this will be. Can I possibly get, let's see, I can get 3 of that. Can I get, I can get 2 goods of 2 types. 2 goods using 2 types. I can get 2 goods using 2 types. I think my main problem is that none of my cards give me other cards. I think so. That's the main thing holding me back right now.
none of mine do either. I've had a couple that have, but yeah.
Is that I'm not getting those things. This seems like a little bit of a waste. But I'm going to get 3 flax. Is that flax? And then if I have 7, I'm going to get 1 every time.
Okay. Well.
There's a card that requires 10 jewelry for best use. Yeah, I believe that is correct. And again, that gives me no cards. That's what's killing me. So that's
that, right?
what I've got. That's all my dudes.
We get our farm cards.
We get our farm card. Can I use it? Almost.
Per column without fields. Ugh.
Everything goes up 1. One thing goes up 2.
Do I want to do that?
And this gets harvested. First
harvest down. Harvest down. That's up. This is harvest. No down because there is no down.
This is harvest. No down.
All right. Then we get milk. I get 2 milk.
Oh, I get 3 milk.
And then we push the things to the side.
We push the things to the side.
3 goods.
Wait, what?
We're pushing the red houses. 1, 2, and 1.
We can do 2 and 1 now.
Yeah.
To do 3. Or I can do 1 and 1. Oh, I don't have any friggin' meat. That sucks. I don't have any meat. I knew I forgot to do something. I definitely want to do this to get the worker, though. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Two of these. 1 of these.
Not this. Oh yeah, do it again. Okay, like that. And then this one is fine. Alright, I moved that. I moved that. What else do I have? One more tool. What tool do I want to use? Let's just do this one.
I haven't used tools since I first used them.
1, 2, 3. Hey, I get more workers this round though. So that's good. Alright, move the boulders. Moving the boulders. Moving the boulders. Boulders, boulders, boulders.
Actually, I could have done this. It kills me to do it this turn. Instead of doing 3 milk to move this one, I will do 1 milk and 1 meat because I'm going to pay a jewel to get 5 meat. And so it's 1 milk and 1 meat to move it here.
That is better.
And 1 milk and 1 meat to do it one more time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't use any tool. So if I had to have used a tool, I will use a tool.
You would have been able to.
And look, yet again, no cards.
No.
That is, I think that's the thing that is really hurting me the most.
Mm-hmm. This. Okay.
What comes off? 3 and 4?
Yeah.
I'll do it. This and this. And this and this and this and this and this and this.
And behind that stack of cards, which you can't see.
I can't see it.
Alright, farmyard card comes off and place 8, count them, 8 workers. 5, 6.
8? You got 8?
Yeah.
When did you move up? How did you get bricks? When did you get bricks?
Last round.
Oh, you got some of that.
Yeah.
And you did 2 bricks and a thing and 2 bricks and a thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I got a brick from them.
Night, Dr. Sign.
Good night, Dr. Stein. Thanks for hanging out.
Every time he had to negotiate things, he demanded barley.
Barley. All right. And
I'm
now
shocked you got 8.
Residual.
I get one of that. And plant 1 of that.
Yeah, my red houses are like all over the place.
Launchy Bazel.
It's bad.
Yeah.
All right, and then we take action starting with me.
Good luck. Good luck to you.
Shoot.
Shoot.
I don't know what to do. What am I doing?
I have no idea.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. I need to do that and get a field 4.
Wow. Moving 2 up.
Yeah, that's also really good.
And I'm still planting 1. I will plant 1. And having a planted 1, I will then get a clay, because I'm out of clay. And I will plant something. How about one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do I get for it? Nothing.
Yeah, that's just not happening. Sure. I will go small trade 1 over. Get 2 crops.
Slab of light.
Sure. 2 of those. I don't have any of them. And I will get a milk. And I will get 2. Hey, a sheep survives around.
Hey. You get 2 hay?
Hey.
Hey-oh.
Hey. Way-o.
Plenty of good things out there. Plenty of good things out there. But I think I'm going to get a bonus card and take your magic chicken.
No.
Whoops. Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna go to the breeding zone.
Breeding zone.
Spend 4 milk for 2 sheep.
Sounds good.
They go into the legendary zone.
Legendary zone. There's not a lot of places that I can plant.
Nope. Spend 2 workers.
Slab alike. spend 2 workers.
Me either.
Part of me wants to get those in-game bonus cards.
I mean, yeah, they're just hard to do. So now would be a good time to do it before the end of the game.
Yes, that's part of my thing. Is like, yeah. So, yeah, those sheep are still
Safe for now.
safe-ish.
For now.
Not totally safe, but ish. Killing me.
Ooh.
Yeah, but still I need to plant something.
You have planted 3 things so far, so
I know.
seems pretty good. I have nothing planted.
Yeah.
That's gonna go over really great for me.
I'm taking a 5. Because there's not a place I can really take a 4 for cheaper. I mean, if I could take any of them for cheaper, I would consider it. But no, I can't.
I need to get some wool. It's cold.
Yeah, I see that.
4 wool. And then 1 sheep survives another round.
Another round.
Basically not gonna die in a minute.
A milk or a ball of wool.
Oh yeah, that card.
I guess I will take a ball of wool and plant 2 things. I'm only going to plant 1.
I'm gonna go into the small trade.
2 crops.
What do I want? What do I want? Barley and a ball of yarn and a sheep lives another round. I have this lovely card, 6 yarn. I have
Got
it.
an ongoing yarn.
Mm-hmm. Something, I guess.
That's really good.
I don't know, Ruckus. I mean, I guess you could.
3 goods using 2 types.
I don't see why you couldn't do that.
Couldn't do what?
Mitigate, like if you're really experienced, you could get the harder decks, and if you're teaching somebody, you could have them draw from the easy decks.
I don't think they're really all that harder.
Well, they are labeled like expert, master, advanced, so maybe.
I don't think it's that difficult no matter how you do it. Just my opinion. I'm one worker short for what I really want to do. I should consider using some of these jewels at some point. If I move buildings to the left, do I have to move the boulders?
No.
I do not?
No. Good night, Ruckus.
Night, Ruckus.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
I'm not convinced of that.
May the farmiest farmer farm.
Can you look online for me?
Yeah, but
That'd be great.
I don't think you do.
Yeah, just making sure.
It doesn't explain them in the...
Okay, let me look. I think it does. That's quadrant 3. I need quadrant 4. There we go. The boulders stay put. Okay, well, that doesn't seem bad. All right, fine. I'll move a craft building one space to the left and take 2 jewels. What am I moving? No, I can't. I can't do it because
It's so expensive to move it back.
I mean, this one I don't have any more. I don't have any more clay. I can get more clay, but then I can't do that action.
The way you can move it is with the rings. We have tons of rings, but I understand if you have other uses for those rings.
No, it's. I mean, neither of these are particularly super attractive.
Well, so this one pays for itself, right? I mean,
It pays for itself except for the worker.
Except for the worker. But you are getting basically a free ring.
Yes. But, I mean, he is not otherwise moving. Which is the difficult thing. If I get this, then he is most likely moving, a couple of spaces. All right, fine. I will move.
You don't have to.
Oh, I know I don't have to.
Just saying.
You're just saying. So I will end up getting. I need to use 3 goods using 2 types. I'm going to get 3 milk, which put me at 5 milk.
5 milk.
I'll move the milk over. And are you out of workers? No, you have 1 worker left.
I'm going to get a tool. And I have a card I think I want to play.
Night, Timon. Yeah?
Good night, Timon.
You're playing a card.
Yes.
If you have 4 tools and you have 5 fields, you get 4 crops of the same type.
Just take barley, because barley's always useful.
Do you literally have 5, 10, 12, 13, 14 scattered barley?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't bother putting them together, but that's okay.
No, just because I usually plant them, I just haven't planted anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, True Blue Drew.
Hey, Drew.
We are playing the Hallertaus.
I like all the Hallertaus. Holler.
Taus.
Holler.
Taus.
Let's find out what I've got to do. Oh, great.
You get the chicken.
I have the chicken.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We draw this farm card into our hand. Ugh,
Oh, I do move that because I actually did it.
This is dead to me.
That's dead to you?
Well, maybe not. Maybe later. At the end of the game, maybe.
Oh, I haven't even looked at mine. Are you kidding me?
Empty field go what?
Empty field go what?
They go up, 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 up.
I mean, for real? Unbelievable. All right. It's just weird. Okay. I'm like just baffled. Yeah. So move each empty field up, one of them 2 times. Harvest your planted fields. All of these go up to the top row. Hey, I just harvested 20 resources.
That's crazy. I harvested 0.
Yeah, but you get to push all your things up.
I get 4 milk though.
Time out. I have 2 cards to play.
Okay.
You get 4 milk for what?
My sheep.
Time out. Not there yet.
All right.
That's 8.
I was at 8, but sure.
I'm still on 7.
Okay.
I just harvested 16 goods. I'm going to get a tool. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
And a card. You've been looking for cards.
See, that's the only reason I'm playing this darn thing. Is that I get a bonus card. Which, can I use it? If I spend a meat, I'm going to get a ball. And yeah, I'm going to do that eventually. So, I have 10 crops of the same type. I got flax right over there.
That's so good.
I get 2 meat.
And a card.
And now I'm starting to finally get cards. But I'm getting no points for any of this.
No,
so.
neither am I. But bonus cards generally give points if you can get them down.
All right, if you are spending tools because of a arrow card, okay, can they be used this round? Like, you go through 9, and then you rearrange your boulders, and then you wipe off the quadrant back on phase 1, and then you do whatever. I can use this basically because you basically reset all your tools and whatnot. I mean,
yes, except round 6.
I think you could still do it.
Except round 6 because.
And we're about to move into 5.
Yeah, you're tossing tools after you use them in round 6. So.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, just making sure what goes on here.
2, 3.
All right, we're moving things across again.
Yeah.
Well, this is not happening unless I jewel it. Three goods using 2 types. How about 2 of that and 1 of that? 2 of that and 1 of that. One of that. 2 of that. And 1 of that. Two of that.
2 tools used.
And 1 of that. Moved forward.
Wow.
Level up.
You're doing much better than I am.
Well, we'll see. 2 of that and 1 of that, because I have to have more barley than hops. Tool. Oh, I didn't get the milk for my sheep because you blazed past that stage. This is why I don't want you to do that.
Okay.
Because I inevitably skip a phase that I'm supposed to do. 2 of that and 1 of that. Move it up. Could do it one more time. I hear you chunking things over there.
I'm trying to...
With much hatred.
Why?
It sounds like it's much hatred going on over there. 2 of these. And 1 of these. Scoots this. That's another tool.
I got 3 points. Woo!
Run, run, run. Probably not the best use for these tools, but I do get bonus points for them. See, I've got a lot of sheep cards that she just sort of saddled me with. Because she claimed all the sheep super freaking early. And yes, problems. Two of these and 1 of these. Move to rock. There is no way I should not use a jewel for that thing there. That it doesn't even need a rock. So yes, I will jewel it.
Jewelry.
Or will I? Because there's something that I need here. But I think that's as, it'll give me another worker, so it will happen.
Gotta get in some pictures.
Yeah, definitely get your pictures in.
If only I had planted fields.
I am going to spend a meat and get a wool every turn and 3 bonus points. I'm going to spend 2 tools. This hurts. Okay. It gives me a barley and a hops and 3 points.
Wow.
I had to do it. I didn't see how not to do it. I'm going to kill a sheep.
That's rude.
That's going to give me 2 hides every turn.
Yeah.
I mean...
all these are points, so you're doing well.
None of those give me extra cards. I believe.
Yeah, they don't give them extra cards, but they give them lots of points.
That's all I can do.
All right, this.
What's that?
1 and 2. Boo.
1 and 2, the top ones, yes?
Yeah.
Dink and dink and dink and dink and dink and dink and dink.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Wow. Wow.
Whoa. I got 11 workers. Where you at? 8?
Not.
You are not 11.
I'm at 8. This is what you call Loserville. Welcome to Loser Town.
Population? Steph.
That's right.
Alright. I'm low on cards here. Let's see if I can actually make something of this.
What looks good?
To me, yes. What looks good to me?
We get residuals, which is like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we do.
For you, it's a lot of stuff.
Boop. And a ball of wool. Wow, that's like a dark ball of wool. That came from the black sheep. These came from the wood sheep. Well, I mean, look how much darker this one is. It's like, it's a full shade, super dark.
That's right. That's right.
And that's like the medium. It's like the medium one. Most of them are the this side color. All of these.
Yeah.
But there's some darker sheep in the bunch.
Slight.
All right, so there's a ball of wool. And 2 hides. That seems good. And a barley. Come on, barley. That barley moved.
Huh.
Actually, no, I could not have spent them. A barley and a hops. And a flax. Yeah, it was ever so slightly darker. None of the sheep are those colors, right? They're literally, every one of these sheep is a plain white sheep. It's not even the lightest shade of wool. That lightest shade of wool is still darker. Ridiculous. Look at another dark one. So yeah, from now, where do I go? I did all my residuals, this stuff calls them.
I learned that word from viticulture.
Yep. So I'm gonna make sure that's nice and expensive for Steph. Taking the milk, getting
don't.
Immortal sheep. She is spazzing out over here.
Fudge.
Fudge it. Fine. What are you doing? Oh, she is doing it. I did take it.
Yeah.
I figured I did something bad to you.
Bad.
No.
Bad. Whatever. It's fine. I didn't
Whatever.
need it.
That's so funny. Oh, what to do?
Oh, what a beautiful morning. She poured dirt.
She poured dirt. Look at that baby laying down there, sucks.
You keep taking everything I want.
Is that what you wanted?
Everything I want.
Everything you want, I take it.
That's right.
Everything at all. Neither of you have slid your buildings much. Yeah, I have. I slid it all the way to 11. Oh, wow. You get 5 bricks.
Boop. Can't plant bricks, though.
Can't plant bricks. I like 5 bricks.
Then I cannot lie.
I like 5 bricks and I cannot lie. You brick lovers can't deny. Baby got.
Well, I don't
bricks.
want to do that. I could do that instead. I'm gonna kill my sheep. I can't save him. So I'll kill him instead. Let's see. I get 4 meat. 2 of these things. Oh, I could have done that.
Four goods using 2 types is not easy to do. Kill 1. Take 1. And 3 brick.
reset this stuff.
Yeah, you gotta reset your boulders.
Yeah. What do I want to do?
Can't answer that.
Alright, I think I'm just gonna do this.
Take a 2 land and a 1 brick.
That's what I want. Sure. I'm gonna spend the 1 brick right now on this.
Right now.
Spend a brick per column without field, which is 1.
Yep.
And get a milk and a sheep.
Wow.
And this bonus card. Yeah. Give me something good.
Give me something good.
Well, that
Tell me that
stinks.
you like me. Yeah.
Kill another sheep.
Can't believe you did not let me kill my sheep for cheap. Kill my sheep.
You had tons of chances.
Yeah, I did. I am then going to take my 5 meat and turn them in for 10 victory points.
Wow. That's really easy. Jeez.
Well, it is if you kill sheep for meat. I did not want to do it, but I had no choice.
What do I want to do? I'm gonna play this card. I have a
What's that?
total of 11 fields and tools.
3, 4, 5, 6, 10. 3, 6, 7, 11. Got it. 4 flax.
This card is terrible.
Better than most of mine I've had.
Okay, now what? I should just plant because
Wow.
I haven't planted in 3 rounds. So.
Oh, yeah. You should plant.
1, 2.
Well, crap.
3,
I was going to plant.
4.
I was going to plant.
You still can.
Can I know?
You've got 4 cubes. I have 0. 0.
Everything is full.
Not everything. There are 2 spaces to get cards for 1 worker. And besides, you have 3 more workers than I do. So I don't want to hear it.
Alright, I'll plant 3 things. What do I need the most of?
Yeah.
I do need a lot of those. Question is, can I get by with just one of them? I don't know.
I think everybody went to bed.
No, there are still 10 viewers. I need 2 more things out here. Do I really need more hops? More than I need the other things?
No.
No. I am not going to have any milk for my cooling house.
You'll have 2.
No, I won't have enough milk for my cooling house.
True. You can use rings. You have 4 rings.
I have 20.
20 rings? Can only have 10 rings.
Yeah.
It's the Michael Show.
This is not what I wanted to do. Well, I can think about doing this later. 2 more workers.
Yep.
I can get gateway cards, which tend to not give me any other cards. Or I can try to get the farm cards, which might get me something.
Gateway cards. I've had 2 out of 4 gateway cards give me extra cards, and 1 out of 4 farm cards that gave me a card. So I'm guessing you're more likely to get a card with a gate card.
I have the opposite experience.
Well, then maybe it's about even.
Gate, hat. So I've had 3 hats, 2 buildings. I've had 4 gates, 1 building. And it's not like I really want bonus, but I usually don't have to spend the bonus ones, or do I?
Depends, I think, but
yeah, some of them are just have, and plus bonuses aren't going to help me a whole lot because it's 3. And it's it's almost too late to do this.
I was gonna do it, but I don't have enough guys. Yeah, you're gonna crush me.
It is something. We'll see if it's worth it. It's low points, but it's possible. All right, we're out of workers.
Yeah.
Take the farmyard card. Really?
Shit. Well, I guess I'll do that later.
Oh my goodness.
This goes up. This goes up. This goes up 2.
This goes up. Boop. These all
1,
scoot
2,
over.
3, 4. Harvest 4 from the top.
I love the farmyard cards. They're sometimes so difficult. All right. Then we get milk.
6 milk.
2 freaking milk. Now we do our stuff.
So it's 5 goods, 4 goods, 2 types, 3 goods, 3 types. Well, I can easily do that.
What are goods? Any of these,
Yeah.
right? Goods, okay, so not counting the sheep, these are crops. Not counting the clay, these are called animal products. All of those are goods.
One of those used. Yeah.
We need 4 goods using 2 types, correct? Which means this is 3 and 1. There's no other.
Right.
Or it's 5 and none.
Right.
That's harsh. Is it even worth moving it?
That's a question. That's where I'm at. Is it even worth moving it?
Because I need to move this 3 times to just get 3 points out of it. So I'm not convinced I need to move it any, but I'm not convinced I don't. Three goods using 3 types. These are relatively easy to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Four goods using 2 types. So it's 3 of these and 1 of these. It's 3 of these and 1 of these. I can move all of them but the cooling house. I do have jewelry to move it. I give a little bit of spoiler alert, don't look. So there is that.
Wish I had one more tool. Oh well.
Yep.
Okay, well, that was that.
If I move it once, I get 12. If I can manage to move this another time, that's 18. That's that 18-point thing. That's where you get some points.
Boulders. We have a raid.
Hey, blanket term. We're finishing up Hallertau.
Raiders.
We are almost to the final round.
Yay!
I will go ahead and...
Snuggle party.
It's a snuggle party.
With the sheeps.
With the sheepies. So I need to use...
Hello, raid.
Hey. I can do 3 of that, sure. That's 1 and 2 and 3.
What were you guys playing?
This is definitely up.
Excavation Earth. Oh, so what did you guys think?
we need to know.
We need to know.
Because we have our opinions, but we don't want to say anything until we hear from you.
Yeah. We played it recently.
Yeah, last week. And I can do another batch. Oh, sweet. We like it. Oh, good.
Good. It's like wicked tight with those cubes. So I'm kind of like...
Yeah. I think the cubes are a little too tight for my liking. So Steph posted her review, and exactly 71 minutes after Steph posted, Turksy is messaging me saying, "Is everything okay? I want to make sure you got everything right." And I love him. He's so good.
Derek likes it, yeah.
Yeah, he is. I think out of all of the reviewers out of all of the designers I know, David really wants to make the game right.
Yeah.
He is very
dedicated,
and isn't coming across in a negative way about it. He is not like, "Oh, I hate that you were critical about the game." I mean, clearly he doesn't want someone to not like a game, but I think he approaches it in the right way.
It could be better with more players, Derek.
And yeah, that's probably
true.
That's probably true. It didn't work for me 2 players.
That's true. We've only played a 2-player.
Do I do one more of these? Because I've used one of these 3 tools. I can use another of the tools by going.
Yeah, his games are great.
1 and 1 and one more.
Well, with 2 players, you're just not really getting a lot of resources to, find. You're just not. They don't replenish enough. The black market's not turning over as quickly. But I was having a hard time just getting the cubes back from the mothership, the envoy cubes. Everything was just. I had to give up a lot of points from my little, sample area.
And I did actually play one thing wrong. So
yeah, but I didn't even survey.
And
at
you
all,
didn't survey.
so...
When I surveyed, I was like, yeah, I can take this thing. We had some survey bonuses. I could have taken a cube back from the survey, and then I thought I had to put a cube back on the survey. Well, you don't do that on third round.
On the final round, you don't do that.
So but still, I mean, that would have been the only way to keep filling up my grid, and I had to have the exact right cards to get the exact right envoy out of the exact right spot, and get the exact right thing. So I did not rearrange my boulders. Those are off onto your land. I've moved those boulders onto Stephville.
Incoming.
Where that's incoming.
All right, remove from 1 and 4. I'll do this area because I can reach it.
You can reach it. All of them?
Well, they were
then
at
be
once.
Careful. Did you get all the 4s?
I got all 4s.
For sure.
4 for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
Sure.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
I get 9 workers. Ooh-hoo.
I get 12. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I'm killing a sheep for 4 hides.
Wow.
I mean, I better before he dies. Am I right?
Yep.
I probably just I get another one here. 6. And I get a bonus card, which might be playable. Yep. Giving this up, getting a meat. And it is a bad bonus card for points. It's 1 point.
This game looks pretty cool. What is it?
It is fantastic. So you are...
this is called Hallertau.
You are basically doing a lot of farming and resource management. Raising sheep and shearing them or killing them or milking them every round in order to get different bonuses. And there are plenty of different bonus cards to get victory points. So it's really good.
Derek just put a link in there.
Yes.
Thanks, Derek.
I've got the magical chicken, don't I?
Magical chicken.
I don't think I'm gonna move it.
And you get all your residuals.
Oh yeah, I haven't even done that yet.
Yeah, it's a big Uwe Rosenberg game, but it's not as big as Feast for Odin. But there's still a bunch going on, but it's not overly complicated. I don't think.
No. Well, I messed my stuff up.
Same guy who did Agricola. Yep.
All right.
12 million workers.
Yes. Well, this is really interesting here.
But is the chicken hot?
My chicken's always hot. Yeah, all my residuals. I've got to make sure I get enough of this. 5, 8, 11. That goes down to 1, and I plant that. I believe that is the right play to do. When we use these tools this last round, they are gone.
Gone.
Gone. I am going to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I am going to I'm going to plant 4 fields. 1, 2, 3.
I wanted to do that.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to put this here instead. I don't think that's the right plan. What's the last one I want to do?
Barley.
You send sheep to a farm to live out their lives in peace. I don't understand why the farm compensates you with meats and hides. They don't. They get killed. Don't tell anybody.
Don't say that.
Don't tell people.
Don't say that. Oh, thanks for following, Atticus, if you're still
2, 5.
Yay.
Gonna need barley. Gonna need lots of barley. So here we go.
Lots of barley.
All right. Now I have planted. Oh, hey. If I have 3 farms with hops, I get 4 barley and 2 bonus cards.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, I got that rather late.
Yeah, probably. Then you're like, I can play it. I can play it. I can play it.
But I get no points for it.
Well, no,
but to get
of course
something.
Not. Is that a no? Is that a no kind of
well, having 5 sheep is a no card.
I need that.
Yeah, I know you need that. You're not going to get that.
No.
Yeah. And it gives you a wool on upkeep. So, there is that.
Scoring, you get points that are on some of the cards. Some, like this deck, it has a lot higher scoring, but it's usually harder to complete. The bonus cards have smaller scores, like 3 points or little points like that. But they usually get you residuals, which you get income each round. But a lot of scoring will come from this big house.
Thanks for following, guys.
That you're moving this way. And you'll get these...
I actually like Heinz 57 ketchup.
Thanks for following, Heinz. So you'll get some points from...
You pushed that all the way off?
Yeah. That's out.
Wow.
I haven't pushed anything else, though.
I haven't pushed anything. Nothing.
I'm still... Well, you're pushing your big house. If you
not anymore.
Well, you need to.
At
least one more time.
I'm not sure I can.
You should try, because if you can do it, you get more points. If you push it one more time, you'll get 18 points.
Oh, I know.
And so, if you can push it all the way over, which is not happening with me.
I'm going to try, but I only got 10 more workers, so.
I'm like, this game, I'm going to push the house all the way to 70. I've gotten nowhere.
Not today.
Been really struggling this game. The cards really give you a direction.
Did you take a turn? I'm not sure if you took a turn.
No, I was waiting for you to be done.
What do you mean I'm waiting for me to be done?
I don't know, you were planting and whatever.
No, I got my cards.
Whatever.
I did it.
Alright, I'm going to get a level 4 field.
Crap.
Ugh.
So the house is basically the objective. Yes and no. So...
You can get a lot of points from moving the house. But you can get a ton of points from cards. Right now I'm only at 5 points. Michael is absolutely destroying me.
I don't think destroying is actually the right word.
Yes, it is.
You know, I could get 5 sheep if I really push it, but it's only where it's a 2-point card. I mean...
So the thing is, like... What's really cool about this game, to move these houses over, it's like really cheap. Round 1,
start.
You pay 1. Round 6, you're going to have to start paying like 6. Each round it goes up and up and up. And there's conditions to moving these different houses. So you're trying to like manage all that. I think it's really well done, I think.
I think so too. Craft building.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you have tons of rings. So that's good.
I think I got my 2. Yeah, I'm fairly sure.
You have 4 and 2 on your board.
I didn't get any of this.
Okay.
Where's my meat?
Where's my meat?
I didn't have meat to...
It would be at the top.
One meat would be at the top?
Of that deck if you just spent it on a card, but I don't know.
The last time I had meat was when I killed my sheep.
You should take meat if you did not.
I don't think I took any of this baby stuff, which it's not going to affect any of the planting. One of those. One of those. One of these. And a meat. And a ball. I know I did this one. I don't think I did anything else. Because I got 4 hides from killing my thing. And the other thing had slipped down from the manufacturer. So, anyway, I moved to craft building and I'm taking 2 rings.
Alright, I'm going to gain 2 sheep.
From 4 milk?
4 milk.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm going to remove a craft building 1 space to the left. I'm up to 7. Because I'm not convinced I can move those anymore. But I'm going to try. At least 1 more. We're going to see.
Well, I'm going to see what this does.
Might as well, right?
Shovels.
That didn't sound good.
It's possible I can do it. We'll see. Depends if I want to do that. Okay. What's up with the grid at the top left? Looks like a market of some sort.
This is where you place your workers. These are all the different locations. There are 20 locations, but it's really less complicated than this looks at first glance. I am going to get 6 brick. 5 and 1. And basically this tracks all your resources over here on the left, and all of this is your planted stuff.
You want to start at the bottom square because it's only costs 1 worker to do this action if it's empty. But then it costs 2 workers if you want to do a space that already has 1 there. But it's a really interesting mechanic that each start of the new round, you're going to remove the topmost row of workers from the sections.
Yes.
What do I want to do?
No, I can't answer that.
Cry and cry and cry. Wow.
I'm not sure what my next action is.
Alright, I want to... I'll take 1 yarn per sheep, so that's 8 yarn.
Nice. That's a lot of yarn. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Nice. Five different... You took a card, right? You get the magical chicken. Not that it matters.
I do have that chicken.
Not that it matters, but you do get it.
Kind of matters.
Kind of matters.
Yeah, it is pretty cool how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're playing a solo game, only 1 quadrant will get removed for the top spaces. And if you're playing a 4-player game, every space will remove the topmost workers. So it's fairly well balanced that way.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I wish I could plant meat.
I think I did that correctly, so that's good. So I didn't get any of those. But I've only got 5 of those. 5 of those, and 2 of those, and 3 of those. 5 goods using 2 types. I gotta have 5. I gotta have a lot of different meat for that. 4 and 2. Give me 6. Barely enough to push once.
Friday's National Donut Day. I should play some donut games after hodgepodging. Well, so we're going to be doing
we should go
top
get
10s.
our free donuts. Oh, yeah, we're going to get, that's going to take a little while.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So every Friday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central, we'll go down and run down what's good, what I've played that week. But every first Friday of the month, Michael and I will both talk about our top 10 games that we learned. So once the bottom row is taken, that never gets cleared.
So the most filled row of cubes in a 4-player game, all of the top rows will get taken off. So the 2 and the 1 and the 2 and the 1 and the 2 and the 2 and the 1, all of the top rows will get taken off. In a 1 through 3 player game, certain quadrants will have them removed.
So even the 1 spaces will get removed if they don't get taken over by more people, more workers.
More workers.
I really have 3 workers left.
I have 5. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, what can I possibly do with this mess? I mean, can I move them? I think I can move them all 1 to get the 18 points, but I think that is probably it for me. And that I would be satisfied with that. Just want to make sure that I have enough of the ones that I need. I think I have enough to get them all moved. This is full. I can't get any more of those, unfortunately. I don't have anything that gives me any more bonus cards. So if I want more bonus cards, I'm going to have to spend it. And they're usually only worth 3. Which is sad. Slap a dislike. I think I will take another land. It is parts of points. So are tools, though. I should consider that.
Yeah, but the tools that you use will go away, though.
Yeah, but still worth to do it.
Yeah. All right.
Instead of doing that, I should probably just do 8. I should probably just do 5 tools instead of doing that.
Why?
I'm looking. Why should I do 5 tools?
Well, so my question, so if it's a level 4, it counts as basically 4 tools if you're counting for end of game stuff.
4 tools? I'm talking about being able to move these things off. If I want to move one thing, blast it off for 9 points.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If I've got 5 tools, I can spend those 5 tools. Tools are worth 1/5 of a point.
Right.
But if I'm not going to take the extra bit, then I could use these to push boulders. Not saying I can push boulders, but if I do push boulders, that would be nice. I'm uncertain how much I've got over here.
Yeah.
And, there's not anything that's going to get me a whole bunch of points with what I've got left. I'm certainly not doing the sheep card.
I want that.
I know.
How many points is that worth?
2.
Oh, let's see.
Whopping 2. And you know what? If I don't use them, it's no big deal. At least I gave it a shot without having to sit there and calculate every point.
Everything.
That's no fun for anybody.
Right. Playing a term, you can answer him. Or them. I think it's them.
How do you tell who gets the
All of
workers when they're cleared? So the farther over you move this building, the more workers you get. There's a 12 in this window here. We start off with 6 workers. I'm up to the maximum of 12 workers.
I think what he's
Steph is
trying
at
to
9
ask
workers.
is that this isn't tied to anybody.
Right. We just have a pile of blue workers. But we're just going to claim some of those blue workers. Steph actually has 3 blue workers left that she can place wherever she wants.
I'm going to go plant 4
things.
Barley,
That's
I guess.
Smart. 4 barley. Good.
Well, is that what I want?
So was that on a... Where was it? You were currently moving it.
I moved it down to 5. I'm going to plant 3 barley.
You moved it down to 5? That's a 1.
I mean, I went from 5 to 2.
Okay, good.
And
That's what I'm wondering.
1 flax.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're not going to plant them on the 5s?
Nah.
You are going to plant them on the 5s.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then?
That's it.
That's it. So, we're going to look at our last farm card.
Oh my god, if it gives me meat, that would be amazing. It does not.
It does not. Oh.
If only I knew.
I could possibly do a lot of this. So, it all depends.
I'm glad you understand it. It is a lot going on.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
That card's dead to me. All right, so now we do this. This goes up.
So we're going to take... Up. So, yeah, move the empty fields up. Move 1 field up twice that's empty. She doesn't have any more. Everything that harvests comes over and gets that much, and then moves down. So, for this, I will get 5 hops. I will move this down. I will get 4 grain. I will move this down. I will get 3 of each of these and move them down. It's best to do them one at a time unless you are sure you're not going to screw it up.
I get 8 milk.
You get 8 milk.
So much milk.
So here's a dilemma. I can give up 4 crops of the same type to get a 2 land and 2 bonus cards. Are they worth it? Who knows? Yeah, the box does have expert level.
Well, it gets you 1 level 2. Oh, and the cards.
2.
I see what you're saying.
1 level 2 field and 2 bonus cards.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got that.
That's what I got too.
It's the question whether I do it or not.
No.
You get 1 milk for each sheep you have.
1 lousy milk. Okay.
1 lousy milk. And now we are going to move our stuff. I can do this basically at any time.
I'm going to first play this card. It says 11 crops of the same type. So
spending, right?
Yeah. That's why I need to do it now. So
I have one that says 5 each of 2 types of goods. But it's only worth 7, so I've really got to watch. 1
tool goes away.
So first I'm going to start carefully spending these out of the way.
Alright, that's done.
I need 5 goods using 2 types. So basically 3 and 2 or 4 and 1. Boy, these things aren't going to move much. 2, 3, 4.
Alright, 1, 2.
And 1. That's me. I'm going to move each of these the 1 space it needs.
4, 5. Boulder.
Now notice to move this carpentry, I've got to spend more clay than rye. And if I'm using 2 types, I can spend 5 goods to get it. So 3 and 2 or 4 and 1. Or if I want to just spend just brick, I can do 6 brick. Because you can do 6 goods of 1 type and move it. Move this building along. More of this than that. So 3 barley and 2 hops. 1, 2. Boop.
All right, now on my
I can't do this without a ring.
End of game stuff. 8 sheep for 12 points.
4 of these.
All
1,
my sheep. Bye.
2, 3, and 1 more. Barley. Did it. A flax, a hide, a wool, and a hide. A ring will take care of any amount of that.
Pushes it over. I have to spend 7 fields, but not from row 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did it. Wow, you got a lot of bonus points there that I just do not have. I am not going to get that.
Spend one of these for a ring.
All right, every one of these I spend is going to give me 3 points.
I spend 1 brick per field, which is 0.
Nice.
To get 2 rings.
Nice.
And unfortunately, I did not get 6 meat, which would have been amazing.
All right, I'm going to do this right now while I can. 4 crops of the same type will get me 1 level 2 field. And more importantly, 2 bonus cards that I might or might not be able to do anything with. Unfortunately, no. Neither one.
So that one's hard. 7 milk and...
Yeah, I just wasted them.
Well, it was worth the chance.
It was worth a try.
Better than using workers to go there.
5 each of 2 types of goods. For 7 points. What am I best able to move is the question. Whatever I'm best able to move, I should... This I could probably move easiest. So I'm going to start off by moving that as much as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moved. I just didn't need those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as I can move it.
Yep.
I do have one more of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That little bit. 5 goods using 2 types. 1 and 4 is 5. Gosh dang it. I still need 5 each of 2 types of goods. That's 5. That's 5.
Yeah.
So this is now just points. 2 fields will give me
An income of a sheep.
a sheep on the income, but importantly, 3 points.
Yeah.
Because 2 of these are going to get me 4/5 of a point.
Yeah, no.
So yeah.
Better.
Most importantly, there is no way I'm going to get this to move any farther than 14. So 5 jewels or 10 sheep gives
so
14
good.
points.
It's so good.
That's why I was pushing this and pushing it just barely. I'm like, if I don't need them for this, I'm going to need them for pushing.
I'd rather have this all day than 8 sheep to 12 points.
Yep.
Spending 5 rings is so much easier than spending 8 sheep.
Yep. I do have one more ring, which I should definitely spend in order to get because they're worth 1 point each. To get one more push.
Sure.
Now, here's the thing. So once you open up these, you got 15 points showing, and then it moves, and you get 16 extra points in the window. For how much you have to spend, it's not really worth doing it.
It just depends on how fast you can do it, I think. And
Because that's 16 extra, that's 16 extra, that's 20 extra, but you're spending so much to do it.
Yeah. It's true.
Sadly, I've got 4 things I can't really do a lot with. I do have scattered milk and meat. 4 is not going to get it when I have to move it. 5. More barley than hops, but I have 3, 4.
Yeah.
I have 4 hops. And those mostly need sheep and 3 flags. Now, this is a sheep heavy deck, is what no, it isn't. Those are the bonus cards. Something was making both of us go for sheep.
I think this is the sheep deck.
And I did not. I mean, I couldn't really do much with the sheep because you were taking it.
Well, I picked it up late, the 8 sheep, and I was like, I gotta just push for it, I guess. At that point, I already had a couple sheep down here. I'm like, I can do it if I really try. Maybe it was worth it, maybe not. Yeah, there is a score sheet in the box.
At the bottom of the box with all of the little components all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. So, you want to save this or use it as a score pad later? A pin. Oh, look what is hiding.
Oops.
Die.
Gotta put
Michael, Steph.
Michael.
Michael. All right. The board. The community. What do we have? I have 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36.
27.
27. How much do you have in sheepies?
0.
I have 1 sheepy. You have no yeah, because you killed them all at the very end.
Yeah.
How many jewels?
3 jewels.
Wow, you couldn't push it?
It doesn't make sense. I only have 1 extra tool at the end.
What is this? Stuff you have?
Oh, extra.
Extra stuff?
Yeah, so like all of that. And your fields.
So, these are worth 1 each. So that is now 4. I mean, not 1 point, but 1 thing. Which is bad. Every 5 is worth a point. So 4 and 1. 2 up, 2 down. 2 up, 2 out. 2 up, 2 out. Missed it by 1 notch of getting another point.
You counted your tools and everything?
There's a tool on it right there.
Oh, gotcha. I got 5.
I got 4. You got 5. I got 4. Now we can get rid of all these. Oh, stray meat. And now the bonus points, which I think Steph has really got me with the 12, 10, and 12 staring me in the face.
Yeah, maybe. You have more than you think, though.
Maybe. 14, 17, 20, 23, 26, 29, 32, 33. No, I don't have near 43. That's still 50.
Yeah, exactly.
That might have barely did.
39, thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at 36 in my face there.
Right, and I didn't have anything else, so I don't want to hear you crying.
I wasn't crying. I was like, I thought you had me.
No, I didn't. I knew you didn't have me.
I didn't know that 10 was buried in there because I was not looking at that 10 buried in there. All right, what we get? 30, 69,
Terrible.
74. I'm no sorry. 40, 91. 74, 91. Steph's sheepy strategy didn't work this time.
Well,
This scares me. I'm looking at all that, but These are not shown. These are the only ones uncovered, but you went farther than I did. But you didn't get the 18 here. That's the only difference here. There's a 17-point difference.
I didn't do so badly, but the first 2 rounds I was only at 6 workers, and that just killed me.
Yeah, and that was
don't do that. Always
don't
get brick.
do that. Always get brick. Matter of fact, in the Hallertau rules,
don't be like me.
It says in here, don't be like Steph.
Right.
All right. Tips for your first play. Make sure you collect at least 1 clay in the first round. There are 5 spaces providing clay. So,
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that you want to do that, but you could.
I've done that. No, but so the thing was, all my cards were really great. They're like, if you have all these fields, you get all these different things.
Oh, yeah.
So I worked towards getting tons of fields.
These cards are really good at driving you towards certain strategies.
Yeah. Except I didn't get bricks because I needed tools and then all these other things. And I don't know. I kind of lost my way. So
I didn't think you had lost. Now, I mean, in retrospect, you might have, but it looked like you were focused.
I was, and then I got the stupid sheep card that made me get 8 sheep that I
thought you were only going for sheep all day, every day.
No.
I thought you were gunning for sheep because sheep are your friends and you try to befriend a sheep.
Well, going first with an empty spot on a sheep, I had to take it because it's valuable.
You love sheep.
Well, it produces milk, which is always good for...
And then it produces hides and meat when you kill it.
Exactly.
And so... Your strategy with your strategy with the sheep early on basically has to be, okay, you're getting them in round 1, you're pushing them to round 4. Don't worry about trying to save that sheep. That sheep is meat or hides or whatever. Push your 5s and 6s along to being immortal. Kill your 4s and 5s. Am I right? And kill them right before they're going to die because they get pushed out of your farmland. They ate all your farm grass. We recommend to put certain things in a player bag because it makes it for easy setup. Your 10 boulders, your 5 craft houses, and your round overview all fit easily in there. So...
This card is so good.
What is it?
That's really good.
If you have a maximum of 4 or 2 or 1 or 0 empty fields, you get a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or a 5 level field and somewhere between 0 and 2 bonus cards.
I would just be like, kill my field, kill my field, kill the fields, kill the fields. I played games with
Is that fields or empty fields?
No, I think it's number of fields on your board.
Probably. 509?
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Blanket
Term. I don't know if I would kill.
I would.
You crazy
all
sauce.
Day. Every day.
Wow. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And then you would sell it and kill it and sell it and kill it.
It's worth it.
And get your bonus cards.
You don't need a lot of fields. I mean, I only had them this game because...
There's many strategies, and that's what I love about games like this is when there's not just one way to win. Or where everybody is doing the same thing. So, okay, we were talking about bonfire earlier.
Yeah.
There are not many ways to win with bonfire because everyone does all the things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everyone does get the portals. Everyone does collect the bonfire thing, the tasks. Everyone does collect the guardians.
XYZ.
Everyone has to do that.
Right.
Here, everyone doesn't have to farm. Everyone doesn't have to sheep. Everyone doesn't have to move their community center.
You really don't.
You don't.
If you're using resources to do cards and other things to get points that way, You really don't need to move the house at all. Or you can go heavy on the house.
You can go heavy on it.
And not even worry about cards.
And
if
don't
you
worry
happen
about...
to fall into cards, that's cool. But I don't think I've seen anybody get 70, but I've seen someone get the 50 points.
I got 34, I think, on our game with John and Laney.
Yeah.
But seeing how much that I spent myself on all of those things for 1 point, I don't know. I think something is not right there.
It's a big jump from 50 to 70.
It's 20 points, but you're giving up 15 and pushing your houses. I mean, all right, check this out. So here's the board as it goes. And when you go from here to here, it's 18 points. That's great. That's a wonderful bonus.
3 points.
And look on, no. I'm going to show you again, Steph. You go from nothing to 18. That's 18 points. That's great. Notice you're not covering up any shields on the right, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm showing them up there.
Right.
Right? Now, you've got 15 points of bonus staring you in the face as soon as you move all 5 craft buildings off. Hey, look. You now have 15 bonus. And this slides. You don't get any extra workers, and you've gone up 16 points. Okay, so the last thing you move doesn't get you 3 points, it gets you 4. Woo.
Right. Leaving one house behind to move up the other 4 to get the 3 points. 3 points is probably more worthwhile.
Right, but I mean, it's really difficult. Here's another 16-point jump, and here's a 20-point jump. Okay, that's the good one. Mm-hmm. But then you will have had to have done the impossible task of moving every one of these to the end. You have no +3s anymore, so all these are gone.
It's really hard.
You have given up 45 points worth of 3s to get this 70. So 45 and 25, of which 18 of it was given to you at the start.
Yeah. For
getting 7 extra bonus points. Is it worth it? I don't know.
Maybe.
So yeah, those go in a player bag. Did you do it? Oh yeah, the jewelry counter and the jewelry display, all of that, and that round overview, all of it fits nicely in a player bag.
Nice.
And there are no colors. There's no colors on anything. No player colors. So it's really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you guys can't tell, we love this game. Oh, we don't just like it. I love it.
Look at me make a mess.
Don't look at her making a mess. It's scary. You got check the floor for pieces everywhere. It's just everywhere.
Derek is up late.
Derek is up late. We like him here.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah. So Hallertau from Lookout Games on sale at Miniature Market right now.
Says John. But John, I don't know.
And John got one.
He did.
So if you're looking for it and you like Uwe Rosenberg games, you're going to love this. If you like heavy, meaty Euros, you're going to love this. It's not that complicated. I love all the bonus chaining, though. It's really good.
I love the different decks of cards you can mix and match. So we played with a slightly harder gate deck, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Still worked.
Yeah.
A lot of work for little points.
Yeah, Derek says it's not really that hard because the rocks have
fall
one
off, yeah.
The one. I'm guessing that once they fall off, it's a little easier. But yeah, it is a lot of work for little points, especially when you can get so many points from those end game points cards.
Yeah.
That when you get them and it says 6 sheep, yeah, kill a sheep, and it's really good. How much did you get for that?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Well,
to kill 6 sheep and get what? 8? Kill how many?
Kill 8 for 12. So
that's 4 points.
Not great.
It's not great.
But I was getting the milk, so it was generating.
No, that's the good part. Is that your sheep generate the milk, which generates everything else. Until D-Day, when you kill all the sheep.
Well, that's why I think it's just so much easier to get 5 rings for 14 points. It's just so easy compared to 8 sheep for 12 points.
No, the rings were hard to get, and I wasn't convinced that 5 rings was worth 14 points. Because let's think about it. If you can move 5 things, that's 15 points right there.
Well, yeah.
And technically, I could have done that.
I mean, you're giving up 5 tools, which is a point, so basically 5 rings.
Basically, it's a wash.
It's a wash.
But I had those 4 tools left over. I'm like, could I have...
And you don't always have the tools left over to do
well,
that.
And then, but what could I have done maybe with those 5 workers that I just killed off?
Yeah.
I could have gotten something for them, and I didn't. And I think that was my own fault.
Yeah.
But, fantastic game.
Yeah, I really like it.
So,
we played it.
I think it will... I would probably, I've rated 2 games at 10 ever. This one would be a solid 9 for me. So
That's really good.
that's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good. We should play again.
Let's do it. All right. I set back up. She's like, no, it's 12:15. We've been streaming for 7 hours.
Raining nachos.
Raining nachos from out of the sky.
All right, but yeah.
You know what? I'm looking forward to playing Witcher this week.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right,
tomorrow.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
We love it. Play it.
Play it. Love it.
Play it. What am I doing? Oh, ending. Ha.